guys, welcome to another video. My name is Ati from Tech, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the iPhone 7. This is quite interesting because this is the first time I've actually owned an iPhone as a personal device, so I'm quite looking forward to it. I am kind of an Android guy now, but I do kind of like testing out other operating systems, and we've all heard good stuff about iOS and you know how nice and clean the interface feels, so it'd be interesting to test that out. So I've got the matte black version here with 128 gigabytes. With my Nexus 6P, I had 32 gigabytes and it just wasn't enough memory, so I thought I'd go up to 128. And the problem with this is obviously you're just going to be paying a lot more money, especially with Apple. Their increments in storage is not proportionate to the price for some reason, which is a bit disappointing. But as I said before, aluminium and black is always best. It's just a lot more stealthy. Something I prefer. I'm not going to go through the specs because everyone knows the specs. There's about a million videos on YouTube about it, and I think that shit's boring as hell. So I think what we should do is go straight into the unboxing. So interestingly, they've got a tab here, so you don't need to use a knife to, you know, cut the plastic off, you know, or hurt yourself or anything like that. So let's just do that. Oh, I love a bit of plastic. So now that the plastic's been taken off, so just lift the box right off. There we go. Someone just sent a text message. So on the top here we've got some leaflets, it seems, designed by Apple in California. Usually we do see the phone first and foremost, but they decided to switch it around, and there you go, there's the phone, nice and crisp in its, again, plastic enclosure. Let's put that to one side, and we've got an adapter, nice, and we've got some headphones. Interestingly, these are the lightning connected ones. Obviously, as you know, Apple have taken their headphone jack off, which is annoying as hell because I actually need that, to be honest with you. I'm quite lazy when it comes to charging my wireless headphones, and then I kind of opt to go to wired again, so it's not great. And then your cable to connect your phone to your charger, and that is about it, nothing else. The leaflets, obviously, as you know, a bunch of common stuff, just tells you, you know, the basics of the phone. You've got your SIM ejector, that's about it, and you got some Apple stickers which I probably will not touch or use or see after this unboxing. I don't know why people get, you know, go crazy over these stickers. They're just, you know, they're useless to me, to be honest with you, but you know, they might not be to other people. So I'll just put that to the side. Now going back to the phone, one thing I've always loved about the iPhones, especially the 7s or 6s, not the Plus, is the form factor. Incredibly easy to hold in one hand, operate in one hand, all the functionality, all the buttons on either side. So definitely feeling that. Looks very clean. One thing I hated about the 6S and the 6 with the antenna lines, and this one, especially the black, covers them completely, and I think that's been probably the most ugly design elements of a phone ever. I think HTC did it a million times better. I don't know why iPhone couldn't work it out to keep them thin, to keep them slick. They didn't need to be so thick. I think the main problem was because they used to come around the edge, and I thought that was just stupid, you know. I mean, I know it's for reception, but come on, you could work out something much better than that. So now that they look literally as if they've disappeared on this version, so definitely feeling that. As you know, oh no, the woes of autofocusing. Do you know what, I'm going to invest in a new camera, to be honest with you. You've just got the speaker grills on either side, and the lightning port there, no headphone jack obviously, and I think one of the bottom speakers is for outputting music and stuff like that, and then you've got an output for music or sound here as well, so that should be kind of interesting to test out. On this side, just a power button and SIM tray, On top there's absolutely nothing, and then on this side there is your volume up and down, and then your do not disturb dedicated button there. So yeah, that's about it. Looks very nice. Obviously the home button is not a button anymore, it has haptic feedback, and it's just I think it's completely stationary, doesn't move or anything like that when it's off. So yep, definitely not a button. So I'm just going to start it up. So I am going to do a review on this, probably use it for a couple of months, few months or whatever it is, and go through it thoroughly, seeing the ins and outs of it. As I said, this is the first time I've owned an iPhone, and it's the only one that's really intrigued me. I think the waterproofing's definitely great. The black colours pulled me in as well. I've just mainly had a problem with the antenna lines, if I'm honest with you, so now that they've kind of been melted away into the design, so that's helped my decision. If I am totally honest, I was thinking about getting the Google Pixel at one point, but I bit the bullet and I thought, you know, I'd just go for an iPhone, see how it is. Obviously next year with the iPhone 8, the 10th anniversary, that should be interesting. I mean, if I love this, I might go on to that. If not, I'll be going back to Android. Still love the Android phones, so you know, I'm not a fanboy of any kind, but I've just kind of preferred Android's flexibility and, you know, free form and things like that. So Apple's obviously very tight, very closed in with its ecosystem, so I'm not a fan of that. I definitely like a bit of flexibility. So before I go, what I'll do is I'll just pop my SIM in there and just get to the home screen to see how that is. Quick initial impressions, so just bear with me 1 second. So I've just set it up, and just initial impressions, very nippy. Screen gets pretty bright as well, the brightness slider, so that'll be great in sunlight. Do like the speed of the interface actually. Quite nice colours, quite nice screen. It is a 720p screen, which again, it's not great. I would have loved a 1080p. I mean, they're charging us so much anyway. Just a quick thing about the build quality as well. It's built like a bloody tank. Everything's pretty seamless. It's got a nice bit of weight to it, just for that bit of premium feel. I think I quite like it, to be honest with you. Form factor is nice, as I said before, and yeah. So is there anything else I want to say? Obviously there's a bit of a camera hump on the back. Just got to get used to that, to be honest with you. I had a slight hump on the Nexus 6P, but it wasn't as profound as this. Be interested to see how good the camera is on this. It's meant to be obviously amongst the best. I do enjoy the screen. I mean, it would have been great if it was an AMOLED screen, but oh well, what the hell. Yeah, the home button's interesting. I did try that haptic feedback. It does simulate a button pretty nicely, but it puts a bit of strain on my thumb because I'm pressing and nothing's moving. I'm kind of almost straining myself trying to expect a click, but obviously you get a little vibration after a certain time. It's not instant, obviously, that feedback. You have to hit it pretty hard. I think obviously as time goes on, it'll probably get a bit looser with that. And the buttons, I've just been testing the buttons out as well, the home button, the volume button, and they are incredibly tactile, very stiff, very tactile, and the fingerprint scanner works very fast, probably on par with the Nexus 6P. I think obviously you got a slight animation with this as well. You can take the animation off on the Nexus 6P, so but overall it's pretty fast. Do like it on the front as well. I do like on the back because you literally pick up your phone and you know, your fingers just resting on it, but I do like on the front as well. If it's on the table, you can, you know, you don't have to pick it up, you can check your notifications, you can get into the phone without any of that. Initial impressions is positive, definitely positive. Just see how it goes as I use it as a daily driver. So, but yeah, that's my unboxing. Hopefully I'll bring you guys reviews soon. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.